Alright, so this is the code. I'm also running it here. Let's do this. I think I'm having the best day of my life. Way! This has got to be the messiest room that I've ever done. I just took down the entire place by myself. I'm actually revamping my entire place here. I took down the table that was there and I'm putting into two other tables on top of that. Setup is going to be changed. Everything's going to be changed. But those who have been following very well know that this place used to be a lot different. This time around, I'm kind of doing what I call it as an AI powered room. I'm going to be controlling the entire place, the lights everywhere here, including my key light, through my voice. Is it going to be possible? I'm really not sure if it's going to be possible, but I'm going to be trying. I'm going to be using some form of AI algorithms, put it in place, and checking if it's going to be controlled by AI. Let's find out. Alright, so first of all, what do we actually need for this thing to work? The idea is very simple. I need a very simple controller or microprocessor which is going to convert my voice, and that's going to be my computer here obviously. And that microprocessor is in turn going to convert my voice to text, and the text is going to be converted into reliable form of understandable codes. This code is going to be controlling my emotions. Say for example, I'm very excited, I want it to control the lights based on that. Say I'm sad, the lights also should be controlled based on that. So once that is converted, I'm going to feed that to some kind of a microprocessor. It could be an Arduino board. I'm guessing it's Arduino board at this point, and this microprocessor is in turn going to convert my lights. So the lights, for example, is going to be my LED strip, my key light, also my supporting LED lamp here. So all of this is going to be converted through my microprocessor. And not just that, I also need lots more light, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So basically that's the entire idea. I'm going to be laying out the sketch now, and let's see how it turns out to be. Right, probably today we are doing the easy part. The easy part is to start synthesizing our audio, converting the audio to text, and that's possible almost in every single programming language. We have come so far in machine learning that it's just a matter of a method call, and you have converted your voice to text. So I'm not going to be going into the details of what I'm going to be doing right now with that. I'm directly going to talk about the algorithm that I'm going to be using. It's a very simple speech recognition algorithm. Python has it, Java has it, a lot of popular programming languages do have it. It's from Google. All you need to do is just import that and start working on that. I have done this before, and it's just a simple matter of calling. I think it's just 15 lines of code I've written. Alright, so if you guys see here, I just have the code running. I just run it and say, I think I just won the lottery, but I'm not sure. Oh, awesome, right? So I just converted that and it got the answer. So that part is done. I'm not sure about what to do next. Hey guys, so what's up? I think I cracked the code here. As you can see, a lot of you guys would be interested to know what just happened. I'm going to be showing the code right here, probably also show some stuff here. And the important thing to note here is that I have cracked the code. So what exactly is happening is I've gotten to my hands onto a new library called as the text blob. Text blob is a NTLK, natural language toolkit, NLTK, sorry, NLTK library, and using that I've discovered that there's something called a text blob, which converts my text into two scores. One is going to be a score of polarity and the sentiment. Based on the sentiment, I can get the P positive and the negative score. And I'm going to be interested only in the positive score here, and I'm pretty sure that I can do the conversion stuff here. So I'll just do a try run for you guys to show what is happening. So what I've done is I've tried with multiple text. I'll run the text and we'll see what happens. Today was a good day, I guess. I think I'll be fine. So what happens is that it's going to generate a sentiment score for me called as 0.6161366 and all of that sort. And this score is for the term which says good in that. Now let's say something that's different. Today is going to be the worst day for everybody. Pretty slick, right? It's actually probably able to understand my sentiment. My sentiment being on the lower side of P positive is 0.32, which I can pretty much control. And I can say that if it's going to be a worst day or it's going to be a very bad day, all of this sort is going to be categorized as a bad feeling for me. And a good is going to be like an okay feeling, and the best or the very good or all of that's going to be categorized as the most happiest feeling for me. So when I'm going to be categorizing across all these things, it's able to do that for me, and it's going to give me a score. Using that score, I'm going to be controlling the next portion, which is to obviously control the lights. I haven't still figured that out yet. I'm yet to call the person I have to call. Alright guys, so I just got off the phone with a couple of friends of mine. The one thing that I told you at the start of this video was that I was going to be making use of the Arduino board to maybe work my lights out, control my lights out, write some hardware code and all that. But I also didn't consider that there is a nationwide lockdown right here in India, and I could not be able to purchase this, the Arduino board. So I reached out to a couple of my friends. They said they cannot help me because they are already making use of that. However, I am actually in contact with another person who has something called as a web power switch, which is kind of like a complex Arduino board. So it is connected to the internet and you can control your power socket through that. So what I thought, why not get that? I mean, go and acquire that. I've reached out to the person. That person has accepted to ship it to me. It's from another state, so it has to come here. I'm going to be getting my hands on that. I really don't know how to use that as well, so it's going to be another learning curve for me. So I thought I'll just continue making this video once it arrives. The current estimate is that it's going to come here in another 5 to 6 days. Hopefully it gets delivered before that, and we can start working on or continuing this project. Let's hopefully wait for that. Finally guys, so I am on the 5th day of this project. I just think, if I'm right, it's just been 5 days since we talked, and I just received the package. So this is going to be the web power switch that I talked about. It's a humongous object, humongous device as well, and it's really heavy. I'll give a quick, I'll also talk about this towards the end of this video, but I'll tell you a brief introduction on what this really does. So as you can see, if I turn this on, can you hear that? It's making a huge sound, and what it does is that it has a LAN cable. Yep, so I'm not sure if you can see it. So if you can see that, it says that I need to be connecting this to a LAN cable. So what happens is that this device is now connected to the internet. So I can control the 8 ports that are present here through my internet connection. All I need to do is turn it on. I'm not sure if you can hear it. I'll try to make sure that you can hear it. So can you hear that? So you can control if it's turned on or turned off, or you want to reboot the device, meaning that you want to switch it off, switch it on immediately. So these are the 3 controls that you can do with the web power switch, and it's also connected to the internet. So that means that you are staying away from your home and you want to turn something on in your place. All you need to do is just go to this website, click on this link, turn whatever you want to turn on. That's an amazing kind of a thing. It's actually been there for a long time. It's also sold by a company called webpowerswitch.com. I didn't know about this. So yeah, this came about 1 hour ago, and I'm going to be doing my work with this. This I don't really know what happens or how to do or how to connect this to the internet, everything of that sort. I have to go and study the manual that came along with this, and probably we'll see how this turns out to be. Time to go start running my camera and start coding as well. Let's go. How many of you guys can see the board here? I was finding it super difficult to make it work. The worst thing about this thing is that there is no form of any documentation available. There's just one manual out there, and since it's mainly used in data centers and technically for home automation and large scale home automation, I couldn't find anything of value where I could have like a maybe a simple tutorial. Even there was nothing like that. I had to go scan through the documentation and the manual technically that this company has put out, and it's been just a hell for me. I spent more than 5 hours. I couldn't make it work, but finally I called up a couple of people and they told me how to finally get this thing working. It's just a big thing. You need to have an Ethernet cable connected, and in particular it should be a crossover Ethernet cable, which is something that I couldn't buy. I had to find it out. This bloody lockdown right here is just making me go crazy. To add on to that, there's another problem here. If I'm not sure if you can see, the entire pin structure is in such a way that everything's flat pinned, or it's like an American pin. But I don't have an American converter at all. Everything that I have here connected is like Indian converter with a circular pin. It's just adding on to the woes for me. So what I did was I had to do something like that. I had to take an old connector, an old adapter, break it open and take the bottom of it alone, it's very old stuff, and connect it to an already available pin, and this way have like a 3-port connected for me for now. So what I'm thinking is I can connect my LED, my lamp, and also my key light. So that means that I'm able to connect 3 things into one. So how am I going to switch them on? It's just going to be one blob of light. If it turns on, everything's going to turn on. So I don't know. I think that's the maximum I can do at this point of time. I just have to connect this thing together and start writing some piece of code so that I'm able to turn this thing on and off through my code. That's what I'm planning to do. Had a lot of things planned out, but this is how it is burning down to be. It's okay. At least something is better than nothing. I'm just trying to make it work. Let's see how it turns out to be. I've turned this thing up. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out to be. I don't have anything connected as of right. I don't have anything connected as of now. I'm going to run this application. We'll see how this entire thing turns out to be. I'm hoping I'll also be explaining the code in some short time, but for now it should run properly. So yeah, today was a very good day. So it's taken up the sentiment score. It's calculated to be 9 because I've kept it as more than 0.7 is going to be 9. I think it did play the song. I'm not sure if you guys could hear it. I'll make sure that I connect an external speaker now. But okay, I think it's working properly fine for me. So the song is coming, but I need to connect an external speaker to make sure that you guys can hear it. I'm actually thoroughly impressed by now. It's properly working. But one thing that I wanted to convey here is that I'm going to be doing a very short explanation of what this code is going to be. We have our run.py here, which is going to be controlling our states, and our text is going to be controlled. What I'm also doing is that I'm going to play a very short song as what is going to happen. Now the problem that I have is that I don't have enough ports to show it. So the ports are like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Only 8 ports are available for us to control, and I'm going to be switching on like couple of ports for say a normal state, and I'm going to be switching on 3 or 4 ports for say a happy state. Now since I'm excited state, I'm turning on almost everything. That's what did come here. But since you can't like see, since you guys cannot see that nothing is connected to the port itself, just like I showed you, I need to make sure that I don't have enough flat pins, so I cannot show you guys everything turning on and off. But let's hopefully check if that is working, and if it does, that's going to be the end of this video. It's exciting for me. Time to connect things, put things together, and hopefully wait for everything to work out fine. Alright, now so I think I have everything set up properly. I have connected my LED strips light through the socket, and also my key light here to the socket. That's why it's dull right now. Let's hopefully check if it's working. I also have my next camera started up and ready. Let's find out if it works. Moment of truth, I guess. Alright, so this is the code. I'm also running it here. Let's do this. I think I'm having the best day of my life. Way! That's amazing, man. It worked. I did want to do something like switching on and off and stuff, which I wished should have worked. I think the connector that I have in the bottom takes in 3 sockets. One socket is not working, I guess, so that's why this one is not turning on. But hopefully these 2 lights are turning up, and I'm cool with that. So what should have happened is I should have had multiple structures that I could connect, so that I have multiple ports and sockets that I can connect, and all I need to do is just control that here. Whatever socket is going to, for example, say something is going to turn on my other lights, or something is going to turn on my tube lights, my smart light, all of that should have been set up, and it should have ended up in that way, but I was picturing it that way. Anyway, it did turn out properly. I hope I'm actually excited to see that. I did learn a lot of things here in this video. I'll do a very quick introduction. I'll do a very quick brief explanation of what the code does. If you are very much interested, you can definitely check my code out. I'll put it in GitHub, and you can just take it up. So time for just looking at what the code exactly does. So as you can see, the run.py is going to be our main starting point. I'm going to say that starting the program, and that's what happened here. So we are going to be making use of the most known speech recognition language program, the speech recognition method that Google is giving us. It's an offline method. So I'm going to be using that to convert my speech to text. And once I get that, I'm going to be putting it inside my NLTK, so Natural Language Toolkit. I'm going to be putting that inside and getting a sentiment score. The sentiment score is going to be controlling my range of emotions. I know that there is just not one sentiment. It's not linear. It's actually it's actually in a 2D space where you can be angry and at the same time be sad as well. So that's kind of an emotion. You can think of it as a spectrum of emotions, but I'm not handling it here. It's just, for me, it's just linear emotion. I'm either sad or I'm either happy. In this example, I wanted to show the example of excited because that's the only port that I have running here. I don't know, bloody lockdown. Anyway, so that's what is going to be happening. So once we get that emotional score, we are going to convert it, normalize it into what we have as the 5 different scores. We have sad, normal, happy, and excited. To just make it a little bit more interesting, I just played a sound towards the end, and probably that's what is happening. So if you can see that I'm turning on 3 ports for sad, a couple of 2 ports for normal. I should not be doing this. I should be turning only 1 port. Let's say I'm turning 1 port for sad, 2 ports for normal, 3 ports for happy, and 5 ports for excited. So technically, if I have lights connected and have some other systems connected, it should be turning on and should make my work easier. So all of that is done through my voice. Nothing is going to be controlled manually. That's exciting, right? So that's what I did learn, I did do in this video. Hopefully all of you guys liked it. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like as well as comment on what you did, what you thought. And I'm excited to hear what stupid inventions or creations that you want me to try in upcoming videos. Probably we'll be going on learning more about this in the upcoming video series. Excited to talk to you guys more about this. Let me meet you guys probably in those videos. Until then, peace out. Let me go break this thing up because it's of no use for me right now.